Okay, today we're going to be putting an external antenna on a Wyze camera version 3. It's a little bit more difficult than the version 2 camera. The version 2 camera had a little plug on the end of it, which all you had to do is unplug the other one, the version 2, plug this in, and you're all set to go. This one, on the other hand, you have to cut that off, and you have to solder the connection onto the motherboard. So let's get started. First thing you got to do is on this, since they've made this version 3, since they've made this waterproof, you have to take this outer rim off. It uses a double-sided tape. The best thing to do is to get in there with a very, very, very thin. I have a broken razor blade that I have been using. I've done 8 of these cameras. This is the 9th one. So you get in here and you pry this off all the way around. It has double-sided tape on it. You're probably going to screw the tape up. I have not had good luck in separating it, even with a heat gun applied to it. It's still some section in here will stick, and instead of it coming all off on this rim, it'll stay stuck to the camera. So good luck. Get in here. You don't want to go too deep because there's an O-ring seal in there also that we have to be very careful. All right, so here we have it off. It's off. If you can, I don't know if you can see it or not, but all the double-sided tape stuck to this instead of sticking to the camera, which is good. We can kind of flatten that out a little bit, and we'll be using that again. All right, next thing is we're going to take a flat blade screwdriver, and we're going to take out these three little rubber protection devices that protect the screws that hold this thing together. All right, second one down, third one, there we go. All right, now we're going to take a Phillips, small Phillips. I'm going to take these screws out. Now, once you take these screws out, we got to take that black, which is all the camera, motherboards, everything, out. And the way we want to do this is you want to come into, again, use a very thin, right at the bottom, okay? Right in between there. You do not, I repeat, do not want to go too deep, because if you go too deep, you will cut the O-ring that is used to make this thing waterproof. Okay, pop like that. Basically, there's clips here, 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 and here, which hold that black in. More side is caught yet. That should do it. Get underneath there with your fingernail. Pry that puppy up. Well, wouldn't you know it, camera number 9 is going to be a little difficult. Thank you, boy. Okay, so the reason I came out so difficult is I forgot to do the most important thing. I forgot to take the SD card out. All right, so, and it cracked the SD card. Isn't that special? There's what's left of it. I'll have to work on that one a little bit later. All right, so as you can see, right there, there's the red O-ring gasket that is used to make this waterproof, along with the white little tabs that were in on the screws. Now, there's the connection for everything. Disconnect these two power connectors, speaker connector. Okay, there we have it. Now, there's the module. As you can see on this one, here's the antenna right there. As you can see, there is plenty of room back here in the back to mount our external antenna adapter right there. So, what you can and cannot do, you can choose you can choose 3 corners, but not the 4th, because the 4th corner has the power adapter and the speaker adapter wires back in that corner. So you cannot choose down here, lower, as you were looking, if you're looking straight on into the camera, lower right-hand corner, you can't choose. You can choose this corner, or this corner up here. Now this will depend on how it's mounted. If it's mounted, you know, like so, you probably won't want it up here on the top, because if you turn it, it's going to probably hit your siding or whatever you have it mounted to. Just keep that in mind, okay? If it's mounted upside down, just keep it in mind of where you want to put it. All right, for me, my particular one, it is going to be mounted probably like so. So I think I'm going to put the plug up here. So that'd be in this area right here. We want to get this as nice as possible. So you won't, in my particular one, I think we are going to mount this puppy 1/2 inch in from the edge and approximately 1/4 inch down. I'm going to mark that out. Then we're going to drill. Need a pilot hole. So we're going to drill a pilot hole here. Quarter inch. Quarter inch drill. All right, done with that. Oop, not quite yet. We want to unsolder this antenna. I also want to get the broken SD card out. Maybe. One broken SD card. Wonder if that'll still work. All right, so we want to unsolder the antenna. It's soldered to the board from the inside. Soldering iron on here, 3 different spots. That'll pull right out. Unfortunately, you can't pull it while you're soldering, or you'll burn your fingers because the heat transfers through there. So I'm going to use a little pry. There's one. I know this is not the best way to do it, but when you don't have the kind of proper setup of a workbench, you make do. There it is. Okay. So now we are going to solder the, I already have. Now you're gonna get, here it is, Bing, B-I-N-G-F-U. Got this off Amazon. Bing Fu. It was a 4-pack, 4 antennas, 4 cables. You'll cut, if you get this particular one, you'll cut off approximately 3.5 inches. You will separate the braided ground or shield from the center center wire, and then you'll strip them both. You'll tin them, T-I-N, tin them with some solder. So when you're back here, you can just touch and you'll be all connected. A little bit of solder on there. All right, I don't know if you can see that or not, but there is one connection. All right. Here's the other connection. Piece of cake. Bend that down a little bit, just like that. Perfect. All right. You will probably also need, I've noticed that some of these are loose when I get them. Tighten that up. That won't unscrew. All right, now some silicone. In the hole. Well, pair of needle nose to help things along a little bit. Washer, lock washer, nut. I'm going to hold that. So back up. And now. Tighten things up. Make sure the silicone has sealed correctly. All right, now we need to connect our power and video cables back up, or I should say speaker power cables. Okay, that's one. Careful of that red gasket. Speaker. All right, now we're going to put everything back in. Make sure that gasket is correct. Should go in a whole lot easier without the broken SIM card. Come out a whole lot easier too. Bingo. There it is. All right, reassemble. You want to make sure that you get everything back together. Don't forget these little white plugs that cover the screws. There's one. Two. Okay, three. Those are back in. We're going to put the cover back on, even though the glue or the double-sided tape isn't quite what it should be. Get out the new antenna. Screw it on. And there we go. Perfect. Sorry, I can't show you how this connects, but it does improve the Wi-Fi signal. Take my word for it. All right? Thanks. If you like this video, hit the like button, share it, and have a good one. Bye-bye.